exist.
Hi. Hello. How is everyone?
I always
Hey,
forget how hard that goes to. Like, the
No.
commercial just keeps going.
it's very whimsical and dramatic.
Well,
that was a good flashback for like those 2 a.m. wake ups when you're on the couch going, what?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Boy, I want a candy bar.
go get a Nestle N-E-S-T-L-E-S and then some Cool Ranch Doritos and a Diet Dr. Pepper. It tastes more like regular Diet Dr. Pepper, you know.
So they say.
That's a legend. All right. Welcome to Retro Cavalcade, everyone. Let's say hi to chat really quick. And first of all, we've got CJ, who is one of my olives. So welcome. Channel memberships live if you've not bought in. And hello, Mint with Card. Yeah, Tiger Sharks. We're here for the Tiger Sharks. What is a Tiger Shark?
Oh, it's part of the trifecta of Rankin Bass, animal, human, space hybrids with a banger of a theme song.
The intro always kills it. Yep.
RBU.
Absolutely.
Rankin Bass universe.
We might beat the shit out of that theme song on yesterday's. Maybe.
Somebody has to remember.
We got it.
Remember
Tiger Sharks?
Yesterday's.
Yesterday's remembers. It's in the name.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and we got an Alex. Another olive. So. And on screen we have another Kenzo is also one of my olives. So
Yay.
Hooray. As soon as I knew, I didn't.
We've got 3 out of the 5, so congrats. We can almost form Voltron.
We need more.
Anyway, so Kenzo, welcome.
Thank you.
So your first time here at the Cavalcade, correct?
Yes, first time. First time. It's cool. I appreciate y'all having me on. It's cool. I'm excited. I had a really long, crappy day at work, so this is good. Good stuff.
Let's raise you up.
Yes.
Very
good.
Raise you
talk always gets better.
It can't get any worse.
Wait, say that.
At least it's over.
Wait. Warner Brothers, bring back Tiger Sharks. Yeah, they could do that.
For all
he
the
meant
fans.
bring. Alex meant bring, you guys. That's what they meant. Bring.
For the legions of Tiger Sharks fans. We are 12, but many.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a dozen.
Yeah.
All right. Really quick, because we do have some olives.
Bring out the olive.
And enough
That was
champagne to fill the Nile.
Yeah.
On the Polyos werewolf.
Kalel, no.
Wait.
Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger. I need you to give me the stone. What happened to it?
Down.
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 It's like
reading
this
it off her
Cockney
hand.
accent, like, "Oi, governor, give me the stone."
Hey there.
Here's the thing.
Right, good Tom, give me that stone.
Now that Gal Gadot's
Stone.
terrible acting has become a part of our repertoire, I didn't realize how bad she was in the first Wonder Woman movie. Like, they really kept her dialogue minimal where it could be noticeable. And I rewatched it. I'm like, she's not that bad in this one. And then Justice League and Wonder Woman 84, I'm like, ooh, boy.
Oh.
So
It's really, you can tell like they sort of brought in Chris Pratt, one of the Chris's,
Pine.
Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Because like he's very like star energy, kind of like
Yeah.
a bit of a nepo baby, but I mean like he actually has like the charisma to like lead a film. So they're like, give him the lines, give him the screen time, just to sort of like offset her.
yeah. Well, I don't know if it's fair to call him a nepo baby, because let's be honest, his dad did Chips, and that was like 40 years ago. So it's not like, yeah, the one that's not Punch,
John Baker. His
Uh-huh.
dad was John Baker.
Yeah.
It helps too. He was in like all the Beverly Hills schools that like were basically hit makers. So like, he's got like trigonometry with like Lady Gaga and stuff like that. Like they're all like this very small clique. Like,
Yeah.
Kind of like that generation where it was like Nicholas Coppola and Sean Penn all going to high school together. Kind of like that.
And also, CJ, this is probably you spit your decaf out, so I'm just gonna say Cal El No finally did something good because decaf is of the devil. So
yeah,
that's a thing still, huh? Decaf.
And no judgment, but I hate decaf. Somebody gave me decaf once, and they were like, "Fill it to the rim with brim," and I'm like, "No,
no
brim."
Why bother?
God, there's an old commercial.
Yeah. Well, we should add that commercial.
Yeah,
Anyway,
actually, the favorite commercial is Lauren Bacall for like I think it's instant coffee, and she just like she's closing these curtains in the '70s thing. She's like, my favorite time of day is night. It's so hardcore.
we love our coffee around here.
She goes hard in that one.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna say though, if you're gonna get into a street fight with somebody, you either want her or Tanya Harding on your side, and you're good.
That's fair.
Oh, Tanya. My one regret in life was not being best friends with Tanya Harding or Patty Hearst.
We got Gatorade. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a good point, CJ. Sleep's overrated. I say as an insomniac. All right. What was I going to say? I don't know.
What are we here for?
We're here for. I almost slipped into a cheer. Anyway. Yeah, let's not cheer. No cheers tonight.
Let's not do that.
We're for, no.
It's the wrong crowd.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We're here for the olives.
We're here for the olives. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get to the meat and the potatoes of the evening, I guess. Oh my God, you guys, look. It's updated for the 2000 sensibility.
Woohoo!
It's hip and extreme, dynamic, and on the go.
And dark. Oh, not really.
Once you've saved Grayskull, go do some like extreme sports ball or something.
It is a better haircut.
While listening to the new Kylie Minogue.
It's the X Games of MOTU.
Somebody get Dan Cortez.
There you go. Dan
Man himself.
Yeah, go by Wake Me Up Inside or something. Yeah.
I will say, when this came out, I mean, I was buying, Power of the Force into prequel, Power of the Jedi, all those like Star Wars lines kind of thing. But I mean, I feel like this got me into collecting again. Like once this came out, I'm like, I'm going to Toys R Us. I'm pushing down kids. I'm knocking over grandmas. Like I'm getting what's mine.
Yeah.
I was kind of the opposite. I only bought Tila I wanted Tila and Orko because I was like, finally, Orko was cool. Mm-hmm. And I wanted Evil Lyn, but I never found Orko or Evil Lyn back in the day. But I also had just moved to Oregon and didn't have a lot of money. So it was like Star Wars and Tila. So I do have the She-Ra over there somewhere. I need to open her.
Which is basically Tila with a skirt.
Yeah, just a different
there's some unique tooling. But, not a lot. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. I will say, though, I did watch the cartoon. And I hope this doesn't offend anyone. But I prefer the 2000X cartoon to Filmation.
Oh, yeah. The 2000X
better story.
Way better storytelling. That show just unfortunately suffered Cartoon Network's bullshit of not knowing what to do with it or where to put it. Because I feel like they bounced it around all the time.
Also, like, sort of Mattel meddling a bit, too, where they're like, granted, I mean, they did this in the old cartoon. They were like, you have to have this toy, and we're doing Snake Man. You have to, move with the toy line kind of thing. But at the same time, like, the Snake Man really did derail the whole thing too. It was like really building towards a really kind of Avatar, the Last Airbender kind of story before Avatar was a thing. But like all of a sudden they're like, everyone gets new costumes, snake armor, wacky vehicles. Like, we're going hard, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care.
I'm done caring.
Well, for me, as far as the Snake Man, I felt like it was too soon for the cartoon to introduce them.
Yeah,
yeah, it felt,
and
it felt a little too quick.
This is the one place where I'm sort of old school toy line, where I wanted the Horde before we got the Snake Man, but I know that at the time the rights to She-Ra weren't quite as complex, so I figure they were building to it, and then it never happened. And hello, Brick.
Mm-hmm.
Same. Well, actually, partly I lived next door to a Blockbuster but I didn't work there at the time. So I would go rent them when they would drop on VHS and DVD. So,
see, I looked out because these were on, I want to say Saturday morning. And in Canada, like we didn't have the massive network in the States where it's like, this is syndicated, this is cable, and this is like, all that stuff. But like with us, it was a block with this, Samurai Jack, and Justice League. So I was eating good. Like I was just like coming home from the bar at 9 in the morning. I'm all like, woo! Like,
oh, that's a great close of the night, start of the morning.
Oh yeah. I came home like, this is my shit. Like, this is it.
Oh.
Go home, wash the filth off yourself, watch some cartoons, have some bacon and eggs. It's a pretty good morning.
Get some Nestle White off my.
That just sounds great.
Mm-hmm. And that was part of the thing too. I mean, like it was this precise moment where I'm like, I had my first big boy job. I didn't, I was making like maybe $36K a year, but like, but at the same time, I'm like, it was, more than McDonald's. So I'm like, I'm buying He-Man figures for myself. So, but that said, yeah, they were like between, like the cartoon was easy for me to find. The toys were not. Like they were a bear to find.
I think Brick protests too much. Anyway. So Kenny, what would like? Did you come home with filth on you from the club and watch 2000?
Tell us about your club filth.
The first part I did quite a bit, and of course back then it's when the bars actually had cigarettes in them. So you got home, you had to wash all your clothes immediately.
Yeah.
Your hair,
so bad, and everything. You had to jump in the shower right away. But no, I honestly like for me not just the cartoons. Like I remember when there was a different section of Cartoon Network, or there was what was the one where they just did like the retro stuff? Boomerang. It was Boomerang.
Yeah.
And they actually had some of them. I didn't watch it when it was live. There was a distance between as far as just the collecting and just getting back into the series. And then I really kind of kick-started up again when Origins hit. Like the first Origins is when I started again. But then I went nuts, and there was a couple guys on like these Facebook groups that were getting rid of a lot of their 2000X stuff. And I was like, ooh, I like this stuff. So I just like loaded up. Yeah. Like I have like 15 different He-Man right here in this freaking area there. But then of course I went back and watched the cartoon, and yeah, it is absolutely my favorite of the group. I don't think there's any better. That is just an amazing cartoon. So
yeah, I think Revelation now is probably like the top dog, but I mean, like my head canon, my preferred continuity it always goes back to this. And that's where, when Masters Classics was doing their bios and sort of filling out, the story there, they likewise kind of came back to the show as sort of the starting point. And I was like, yep, agree on all fronts.
I'm really sad I missed out on the Matty collector stuff, because then of course third party, but all these racks are classics, but it's all done afterwards. So of course when someone's getting rid of their whole collection, I got the deeper dives for $20, $15. I tried to get a bunch of them together and get them cheap. And then of course when you get the main characters, you're spending a little bit more, but yeah, it was fun collecting them all. It's good.
I had fun. It's like back in the day when like comic book panels, they weren't live streamed. They weren't like Comic-Con or Toy Fair or that kind of thing. Like these things were in live stream. You would sort of like get news. I think this is pre-toy shows. You would get news on Twitter just from like random people who were in the room kind of thing. So like I'd be sitting there with my other nerd friends. We'd be like over our phones. We're like, they're doing Mermista in February. Like we would just lose our minds just over like just a name drop on Twitter. It was
Like
it
I
was
almost
a- it
dropped
was a
my
different time.
BlackBerry. What the hell?
Pretty much. Like the ball rolled right off.
I had to immediately stop my Nickelback album,
But I didn't because that would be wrong.
but I didn't because it just spoke to me.
I just turned it down a little, then it went back up.
Yeah, I turned it down some.
I turned on Avril Lavigne instead because it was just a little like better music.
Oh my god,
Oh, Avril, where did our love go wrong?
so complicated, right?
She's like, so whatever, and you could do so much better.
So much for
Anyway,
my happy ending.
yeah. Brick, I remember getting Tila at Kmart for like $8.99.
Yeah,
I don't
They're
know
like
if that
between
is
8
off.
and 10,
But-
if I remember correctly.
That ain't not bad.
God,
And yes, mint with
So
card
cheap.
there was.
Yeah,
But
that's
kind
the.
of normal. Like,
That was the first episode, especially. You're like, wow, there's like it's a 22-minute episode, and like 14 of them are just like spinning and gesturing and like just looking at each other and being like, I'm gonna get you, and you're like, well, then go get him.
Yeah.
Do something.
stop jumping
you better
around.
bring it.
I don't know
Get
how
at
many
it.
times they went through a brick, like went into a rock and just then you had to get
Yeah.
up and go back.
It's already been brought to 10, Skeletor. Wait. Here's the deal. I'm hit or miss because in Filmation I don't like that. Well, let me rephrase. I don't like Cringer. I like Battle Cat. I don't like Cringer.
Yeah.
Why not, Allison?
Because he's a cheap Scooby Doo knockoff, and Filmation could have done so much better.
Yeah.
Or
It
no,
would've been
wait,
more
wait,
poignant.
he's a cheap Jabberjaw knockoff. Just kidding.
Oh,
Well, even like not Swiftwind, Spirit.
Like, yeah, Swift.
damn it.
So don't talk about Spirit like that. Boom, gone.
Andrew is in Canada. This is how we find out, y'all.
Damn.
We lost
Damn
contact
tariffs.
with. I didn't pay my tariff on having Andrew here.
Way to go.
I mean, everyone else gets
200%.
Andrew for free. Why should I have to pay? All right.
Our Wi-Fi bills are going up right now because we have a Canadian on ours. We didn't pay it.
We just had tariffs. They got
Come,
us.
come back to us, sweet boy. Come back to
All
us.
right. And I kick him and see if that. Yeah. So there we go.
Did you unplug your DirecTV box and then plug it back in? That's what you need.
Did you turn it
Oh,
off?
there he
and
is. He's back. Excellent.
Hi-oh.
Hey.
First up, it's StreamYard. It
I
kicks
was
me off.
afraid that I had violated the Anne Murray Doctrine of 1979 again.
The Snowbird Accords.
Somebody Snowbird's died.
This is true though, Brick. Jab, 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 a jaw. Anyway,
Opening themes are a lost art. I obsess over them. There's so many. I mean, most of the good ones live in the 80s. But God,
when we all get to hang out together in person after all this is over, my two of my karaoke songs are the Facts of Life theme and Laverne and Shirley. So
I
right,
can't.
I got my
guarantee that
top-
I wouldn't karaoke the Mask theme song.
The two openings that are very underrated because they're not out there as much. Spiral Zone and
Yeah.
Spiral Zone is one of the best. And I had another one and I just lost it. And I just
Galaxy Rangers is goes hard.
completely lost it.
And
Dinosaurs. That's what it was. Dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's another one that
Great
goes
intro.
hard. Yeah, I would say as far as like just BDE goes hard kind of shit. Dino Saucers, Galaxy Rangers,
Galaxy
and,
Rangers. Oh God. No guts, no glory.
Oh yeah, as performed by Johnny Vancouver.
So good.
And I would say probably does a lot of heavy lifting for the show. Jason the Wheeled Warriors.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
song.
Yes.
Yeah.
That song, I'm like, I'll watch this. I got
Yeah,
it.
that beginning is so no. I will go back and watch all the old stuff all the time. And I'll so dude, sometimes like let me know if I'm like extra weird. when I'm doing some work and I'm doing customs and painting and stuff, you know what I have on my YouTube channel going on a loop?
Theme songs?
80s commercials. Like literally just 80s commercials all the way through. Like during Christmas or, doesn't matter.
NESTLES.
That's one of them. That's one of them.
I'll do that sometimes. One of my listeners and patrons, a guy named Jacob, he has a channel, Red Mountain Retro, and he'll do these big compilations of 70s and 80s. Because sometimes he'll do like 50s and 61, but he'll do
that's cool.
Big commercial drops and stuff. And sometimes the commercial drops you'll hear on yesterday's, Dustin has pulled them from what Jacob's put together just because it's easier to find them that way. Yeah. But there's something relaxing about it, or it's like,
or baffling. Like,
yeah.
Have you ever this a grocery chain here called Sobeys, and in the 80s they did a commercial called Star of Christmas. I recommend looking at. It's like it is out of control, earnest and heartwarming, and like it is the most Christmassy thing you'll ever see in your life, kind of thing. And they play it straight. And Sobeys kind of didn't realize that like it became like a meme over the years. So they actually released a Christmas ornament playing the original song last year.
Cool.
My mother found out, and she literally like pushed people out of her way and like threw the entire shelf into her cart. She's like, "Get the hell out of here!"
That's cool.
And she gave me one. She had 17, but she gave me one.
Think about the toy lines. I mean, that's what they're emptying our pockets because of the nostalgia. And those commercials, to me, we didn't have fast forward. That's the nostalgia of it. Like I loved seeing those commercials because like, ooh, what's next? What's coming out? Ooh, the Nintendo commercials, or like, like, or even like those really old ones you see on how different the world was when it's like, you want to be a better wife, you better make him better coffee, and you're like, what the fuck? What is going on here?
You're wrong.
He's like, this coffee's
terrible. I choose Jif.
My favorite commercial is always, well, there are a couple. When I like anything from Massengals, because my mom always hated those. And so I would frequently like, Mom, do you ever get that? Not so, shut up. She would lose her mind. And I also liked the international coffees, especially the one with like, remember that time?
Montreal Mist.
Jean-Luc. Anyway.
Yeah.
We should do a whole episode on. We'll have Brick on for that one. We'll have a bunch of people and we'll just talk our best 70s commercials. And before we get to the meat and potatoes of the evening, I'm going to throw down this gauntlet. Top 2 cartoon theme songs ever. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And Jim and the Holograms. There are other great ones, but those two are the most iconic in my humble point of view and work outside of the TV show.
Thundercats?
So, on that note,
Farmers? I don't know.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
I would put G.I. Joe at that tier.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, but it's so like you would if you put G.I. Joe on the radio, like
Thundercats kills it.
They're good, but like you can't divorce those things from the actual show. Whereas Scooby-Doo works without the show. Jem has worked without the show for like 40 years now.
I mean, Jem's been putting out like the singles on iTunes, and I'm like downloading them. Like I'm a hungry. Like I'm just like more, and they're on repeat, like round the clock.
No, you guys know what I like. I think the Saturday Night Movie HBO entrance is the best. That's why I put it on my show.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
That goes hard. It goes hard.
Cops was great too. Even though it's just
Cops was a good one too.
Cops. I mean, DuckTales is the best.
We could talk all night about cartoon theme songs, but we are here for 200x.
Yeah, but we have to be. This is the retro cavalcade. This is the retro part of the cavalcade. So, anyway,
it's organic.
Let's do some slides, y'all. So, wait. And get properly.
Do some slides, y'all.
At San Diego Comic-Con in 2025, Mattel revealed the 200x cartoon collection coming soon to the Origins toy line. And here they are. All right, there we go.
Very good. Very good.
At the same show.
So these are all super cool, and I love them all, and I want them all, especially Zodak.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like taken back by Roboto. I was like, I forgot how beefy you were.
He chunky boy.
Yeah.
He big old beefy chunky boy.
And I appreciate the Atom as well.
Yeah. I do love that they included the 2000X Moss Man in there because I liked his design on the cartoon. And I know Toy Fair did kind of a nod to the old Mattel line and everything. Did a mail away Beastman, Redeco, Flocked, Moss Man, but it didn't match up with what was on the cartoon. So it's nice to see that kind of representation this time because I do think that's a great design.
Yeah, the Swamp Thing of it all.
Yeah.
Well, and I like they made him kind of more of like a kind of a redneck dude too.
He was kind of like, hey, y'all, how you doing? I'm Moss Man.
Hey, He-Man, you want to ride? And then he just takes him across with the grass. Yeah, that was a good episode with Evil Seed. Yeah.
Stratos, the Sean Connery accent, that was so off-putting.
That was pretty bad. That was cheesy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Stratos sounded like Colonel Gentleman. Hello there, Adam. I was in a three-way with Gore Vidal and Wally Schirra.
But meanwhile, like everyone else in his race, like did not have that accent. So you're like, are you just putting on airs? Like, what is happening?
He had to stand out, you guys.
I guess so.
That's why he's like the leader of his people.
But of course, the voice actors of both He-Man and Skeletor were just top notch in that cartoon.
Yeah. Cam Clark. I forgot who did Skeletor, but Cam Clark did Adam and
the fact that he did that with the transition, and of course, seeing that one, I think it was on that documentary when they talked about it and stuff, and he talked about how he was able to put the kid voice and then drop it down.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to see.
He's all happen. One take, and he's all acting like he's that's pretty funny,
pretty rad.
So these are cool. I'm excited for these. Let's see. Oh, So we planned today's stream before, but Roy Juarez did us a solid today and revealed the packaging for the cartoon collection 2000X. So we got that with some carded samples to look at. I like this card. I think it's a perfect blend of like what the cartoon collection looks like, plus the nod to 2000X.
Yeah. It's pretty rad looking.
Love it.
The Castle Grayskull, like, not a fan of it, but it is what it is.
I might go and buy a 2000X Grayskull. So, because I've always kind of wanted one, and I like how it folds up.
Yeah, it's a big saver. It's very like Mad TV.
I have to display it. I do like it. I don't know. I just like it's different. I like that, it does have like, I think that one does have the chip where if I don't mess with it, but it does have that little extra thing where it like lights up if you have the heroes get to the front.
That's right. They had chips in their feet. They could like talk or whatever.
Yeah. And then Grayskull open up for them or talk to them or tell them they can enter or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Chips. They're the future.
Yes. So cool.
Kind of like all the Simpsons toys by Playmates at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the like the sound chips, because they're in they removed them later from the toys, but I never cared much for the sound chip, and even when Star Wars did it with like the little like the stand and
I'd have to take off my sound canceling thing for this one, but I've got the one that talks. Let's see.
Oh.
I'm gonna take off on the audio. I have to take off the reduce background noise. Let's see if it works. It has Oppenheimer's voice on a 2000X, which is kind of cool.
I mean, it sounds pretty good. It's still a little tinny, but not as bad as like those like Talking Joes or anything like that from the 80s.
Well, the fact that they used Oppenheimer, I thought was actually just, I don't know. That was pretty cool.
Synergy. Yep. But yeah, these new ones. I'm so torn about these new ones because like before Comic-Con, and like two different companies were like, remember 2000X? And I was like, but I mean, I started to get the old ones. I only have a few, like really like the big dogs so far, but like these came out, and we'll talk about the other one, which is out of my price point. But like these, I'm like, I like the old ones. I don't know, like, there's something very specific and just era specific about them that I'm kind of like I'm kind of more looking to complete that collection.
Yeah. I think I kind of want to do the same thing. I want to, because I regretted selling my 2000X at the time. That was during a dark period. Oh, it's Kenny.
Oh, hey.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
I have like 13 different He-Man figures in this little.
Yeah, they did a lot of He-Man variants. Some of them
bad
were
guys
like
are on this one,
but a few of them were pretty badass. Like the Ice Armor one was pretty good. The Wolf Armor one.
Oh yeah, the Ice Armor one. I did a custom origins of the Ice Armor one. It actually came out really good.
Oh, nice. But I think what I may do is rebuild the 2000X line.
And their vehicles are good too. Their vehicles are awesome. Like
they did have different vehicles.
Crazy,
that Battle Ram was pretty good. The Skeletor's Battle Ram wasn't too bad. That had some good play value and features to it too.
Yeah, some cool shit.
I think the problem though is that like this line, currently you figure Mothman, you get like some characters that weren't really done properly back in the day. But it's like when they get into the Evil Seeds, the Queen Marlenas, even the Staction figures kind of. When they start getting into like stuff we haven't got made, then I'm gonna get real FOMO. And I'm like, maybe
the 2000X Sorceress. Oh, we need that one. That one is phenomenal. That the color scheme, the weight, that's the best Sorceress.
Little Egyptian vibe.
Yep.
Yeah, that design was awesome.
Well, except for the one on New Adventures, that's the best Sorceress because it's just nothing but a face and cleavage and then she goes away and it's so, dude, that one.
I was like metal bustier or something like that. It was a weird one.
Yeah, that was so strange. And the Samurai one, though, Bud was talking. I have the Samurai one, and he literally is on stilts and it's weird.
Yeah, it was dumb.
The Samurai, Skeletor, and He-Man.
Yeah.
That was.
I have both of them, and they're like twice as tall as everything else.
Yeah, which isn't like an homage to the stilt attack or whatever it's called, like the old vintage. Very late in the line, there was like literally like stilts with guns on them, and that was a thing, but like it was dumb even then.
Really quick, let's Stratos.
Yes, man, I will get them for you.
See, again, I didn't find the vintage one of him yet, but I mean, like, I love that figure. Like, it really made me fall in love with Stratos again because he's got a huge shelf presence with all these like massive wings that come up and like jetpacks, and maybe the package just isn't doing it for me. But I'm like, the vintage, the 2002 version was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I will say we've got on this card, we've got Delora. It looks like in the background, and we still don't have any version of Delora in the toy line Mattel. So when you watch this tomorrow, Mattel, Delora.
Yep.
Yeah,
there are like
cool
5 different Deloras you could do. We need one of them. And then Triclops.
Good one.
I do know I've seen some of the Facebook groups accidentally because I do not join Facebook groups anymore. Especially for toy collecting or politics, because they are the worst. But what I've seen is people like, well, this is an easy out because like I don't need more variants. But what I will say is I would rather a variant like this. Really quick, I am going to let's embiggen that really quick.
It's a perfectly cromulent word.
There we go. I would rather this type of a variant than just a straight up repaint in different colors.
Yeah.
Like, this is different than the other Triclops we got. There's like
mirror. It's like looking in a mirror.
Yeah,
I was just like, wow, Triclops with date night failure action.
Hey, dude. How's it going, guys?
Pizza night in, con night. Just me and Skinamax.
Yeah. No, he's a good one. He's a good one.
That's she kissed me on the cheek and then went inside Triclops. And then here are a few close-ups from San Diego Comic-Con. I've heard a few people, this is actually perfect. So I've heard a few people not dig the skin tone or the face sculpt for this Evelyn, but the one we saw at San Diego Comic-Con looks really close to this.
It's just with a little smirk, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also much more cartoon based. I mean, that's the different thing here is that like Mattel's going cartoon solely. So I mean, like you're not going to get the same kind of detail as the two like the Horseman figures.
Oh, right.
Oh no!
What happened?
Oh no!
No, even worse.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, sorry.
Even worse.
I think part of the difference, especially showing off those lens, is well, it's like what Andrew was saying. That line in 2002, that was meant to really evoke the cartoon, whereas this is meant to evoke the cartoon, but also blend in with an already established form factor of Origins. So it's not it's going to look a little different. And I think if you're going into this expecting it to be exactly like 2000X and not inspired by 2000X, I think you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Yeah, because Origins is still beefy, and the old characters were like lean and surfery kind of thing. So it's a
well,
different.
And it reminds me of just basically like that's kind of where they started. It was the Lion-O and the He-Man for the crossover with Thundercats, because that's that longer, lankier, not as bulky buck, and that's what they're using for these. It's not so bulky.
But even I mean, like,
really quick. Kenzo has all the toys tonight.
I got the toys, but it's longer, it's leaner, the waist is a lot leaner on these.
It's less like 5.5 vintage, where it's like that. It was a look. It was a choice.
As long as it's not 6'7", right? Oh God, stop! Don't say that.
Don't. My kid's asleep. He'll hear it and just all of a sudden sit up in his sleep. 6'7", and then fall right back asleep.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring up these girls because, the prototypes we saw at San Diego, they had Evelyn, and I don't know if anyone knows this. I have sort of a vested interest in female action figures. I've never mentioned it on the stream before. I keep it very close.
Odd.
I didn't do it about me.
Really?
Something
I didn't know that.
But they had like a pretty solid collection in that first showing, and then one chick, and I was like, I'm seeing a problem here already. I'm seeing a bit of a She-Ra problem here, where it's like you're going to start like it's going to be a slow slog to get these out, especially when you have your Tilas, your Sorceress, your Marlenas, your Dolores, your Andrinid Queen. There's actually like quite a few ladies there, and I mean to get more buck for your value, the next action figures did do classic toy versions of Sorceress and Evelyn, so I would buy those too. So like it's that thing where like I would have been happier if we saw at least one other, like even if it was Sorceress, even if it was some wackadoo character. It's just, but I mean like if they have one lady for like 10 dudes, I see this math happening all the time in Mattel, and I'm like, no, you got a lot of catch up to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mattel is just, I don't know. Wait. I have the perfect sound clip for Mattel.
For a mess, Carl.
There we go. That was sort of the one thing that sort of I didn't like about the 2000X reveal at San Diego Comic-Con was I felt like there should have at least been a Tila in that lineup of figures. It felt really odd to me that there wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like there's no Orko, there's no Merman, there's some big dogs missing, but I'm like, there's a math problem here.
Needed to be on that drop. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you have an Evelyn, you should match good with bad, even.
Yeah.
Well, and it does look like they're doing 3-figure assortments, like they're doing with the regular cartoon collection and then the deluxe figure. So we're gonna backtrack. Here we go. So there are 4 deluxe figures, which is the Beastman, the Clawful, Ram Man, and Roboto. So that's 4, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are like three figure assortments here, and then 4 deluxe figures. So I'm not sure how they're going to drop the deluxe figures, as if it will be at the same time as the regular waves, but there are 3 waves of the non-deluxe figures here. So we're seeing He-Man, Triclops, and Stratos. So my guess is probably like 2 heroes and a villain. So maybe Zodak, Man-at-Arms, and Evil Lyn, Skeletor, Adam, and Mossman. And so that's pretty much through the end of this year, depending on how they drop them. So I am curious, as far as, New York Comic Con is coming up. I'm going to assume we'll see the first batches that they set for 2026. So fingers crossed, we see Tila, we see the Sorceress. I mean, I would even say Queen Grayskull, but pretty much if you do Sorceress, most of that reworks for Vina, Queen Grayskull. So
Are these up for pre-order? Because there was a Canadian store that had them up, and it was kind of suspicious. But I haven't seen them. I don't know if they're on Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know. Like, did the first wave actually go up yet, or is it just sort of announced?
Not yet. Not that I saw. I've been at work all day though too, so I could be
I
wrong.
do know Bud in chat, and one of the group chats we're in, he dropped the Samurai He-Man has apparently already been is already being solicited as part of like one of the Walmart collector cons. So that's a little
Great, more Walmart
vaguely
crap.
disappointing, but at the same time, we know. I mean, I need Disco Skeletor, Ice Armors, He-Man. Like those are my.
Fair.
Those are my.
I'm not a big like. I'm like, I would get Ice Armor in a heartbeat. Like, he's so dreamy.
He does look
A
cool.
big old chunk of ice on his shoulder. Like, it's so cool. It's so cool.
It is rad.
Yeah, and I have the 2000X one too. That was just my custom of it. Let's see.
Meanwhile, my wife makes a very good point in the chat.
We could have nice things if you didn't buy this shit.
If you stop buying shit.
Yeah. Oh wait, really quick, Kenzo. Let me bring that back. Bring it back. There we go. See, that's just a really cool figure.
Yeah.
And
That's
what I'm.
a fine variant.
And I'm going to just throw this out, Mattel, if you're watching this. Most of us would love if you gave us an Ice Armor He-Man, Icer from the Filmation cartoon, and a toy accurate Frosto.
Yeah.
Like, that's a solid wave. There are technically 2-part reuses in there. Icer is all reuse except for the head and his little snow cap. But at the same time, like, it's a couple unique figures, even though it's a Froster repaint, reuse. Toy colors for Pop definitely overdue. So, and then we did do the Triclops, and we were here, and then we were here. All right.
And we all know when Mondo does it, they're gonna do a disco just like they did in the 1/6.
Yeah, I need Disco Skeletor from Mattel. But let's get to the Mondo of it.
Oh, good segue, huh?
Yeah, perfect, Kenzo. It's almost like you do live streaming.
That's how you segue, damn it.
Yeah. And I think that is in reference to the Stactions. So I'm hoping. So anyway, Mondo is doing they're 6-inch to 7-inch figures.
6, 7. Quit saying that.
7.
No. Just kidding.
Like Vanity says, I need 7 inches or more. So they revealed these. And that was right. That was San Diego Comic-Con, and then they've this week released better pictures and started pre-sales. So this is the He-Man, and then Clawful. So I'm just gonna quickly throw it out there. These look amazing. These are not, in my opinion, these are not toys. These are higher end adult collectibles.
Yeah.
And if these are your jam, awesome. Not my jam. And then really quick,
Just make a custom out of it, right? This was a Aliencito kit, 3D printed kit that goes with the body. So
It looks really good.
Looks pretty badass.
well, I didn't get the clawful, but I did order the He-Man. So
well, there you are. So there we are.
Like they're doing like the toy versions versus the Mattel cartoon versions, which like at least they have that, because that's the thing too. Like, I mean, Mondo sort of announced these like a while ago, and then when they actually show them at San Diego, Mattel's like, surprise, bitch! Like, we're also doing this. And it feels so shady, and I love it. I love the drama. I'm like,
it's like Dokes from Dexter's Surprise, motherfucker.
well, just think about it. It's just like when Eternia came out and Mondo said, "Ooh, look, Battle Cat." You're like, what are you doing to us?
Yeah,
sure, y'all.
Yeah,
came out right at the same time that the thing was going for Eternia, and I was like, God, man, that was bad.
I feel like these are. I mean, I'm already in on Ghostbusters, and I mean, it is what it is. But it's like, so I mean, had I unlimited funds and space, these are gorgeous. They're fit. Like, I mean, they're incredible. But I mean, like, I have a dog to feed. I have vacations to go on.
Yeah, if space and capital weren't, part of the equation, hell yeah, I'd buy these. But I mean, Mondo churns out great work. You can't really deny that. Between Ghostbusters, between some of the other MOTU stuff they released, like Battle Cat and She-Ra and Scareglow and Scaremare, like they do quality work. And if you can afford it, I mean, good for you. If you can justify it, but
what if you can't and you just go in a really bad area of debt? Like, I may have done that.
How well do you understand bankruptcy law?
We'll talk after the show. No,
yeah.
That's an off-screen without evidence situation.
But I think like Mattel, or if you want a collection and not go into crippling debt or lower your credit score, I mean, that's a good option. But I mean, if you have like a favorite character or a few favorite characters, Mondo's a great place to go.
Yeah.
And I will say to that point, if Mondo dropped a 2000X She-Ra and it looks better than the Mattel She-Ra from I haven't opened yet, from 2004 or 5 or whatever it was, I would consider that, because the price range of it's like what, $100 ish. For me, like the He-Man, the Clawful, I'm happy with 2000X through Mattel, the cartoon collection stuff. That's in my price range. For $100, I just bought a Power of the Force 2. Well, shipping it was a little bit more, but I bought the Millennium Falcon mint in box, never removed. It'll be here next week. Because like I'm trying to close up and finish collections, not start new ones. I would consider the She-Ra, because I collect She-Ra. The Mondo, like giant 12-inch one or whatever size those are, that's just too expensive and too much space. But if they did a She-Ra, I would consider it. I will have a hard time. I'll have to debate Evelyn and Tila, but it's by character. It's not.
Well, that's what I mean.
Something I'm going to collect. It's a specific character. I will consider them one by one for, and how they'll look with the other stuff. Like, and I think that's kind of the difference for me with Mondo, at least at this price point. Anything $300 to $800, nope.
Yeah, and this thing, I mean, like Tila's like my jam. Like, we're like adopted sisters. Like, that's so like when Mondo did their Tila, and it was perfect. Like, it was like I was sort of like had a vision of what I wanted her to look like. I'm like, I wanted the horn crown. I wanted these like subtle details in the costume, and they nailed it. So I'm like, well, I'm buying it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I springboard into going back and buying all the rest, because I'm like, again, I have a roof to pay for.
Yeah.
Well, and that Tila, even that, and of course the 2000X look, that's the head I used, because the hair and the ponytail and the smile, that was the look that I was like, that's perfect for me. That was good.
Yeah.
So I have it displayed with that. So on Mondo, if you look at the 1/6, I've got the two 17-inch Scareglows, one green, one white one. I have the regular Skeletor, Disco Skeletor, She-Ra, He-Man, Tila, Orko, 2 Trap Jaws, Faker, Skeletor Revelation, Beastman, and Rogue. And that's it.
Okay, so all of them.
I didn't get Buzz Off. I didn't get Scare Glow. The other one, Scare Mare.
Oh, okay.
Battle Cat.
Okay.
What?
But I did order Evelyn, and I did get the Green Goddess. They're coming. They just haven't got here.
All of them, yeah.
And so you pretty much have all of them.
But I'm done.
You have pretty much
I'm
all of
done.
them.
I swear. No more 160.
You sure about that?
You
Sure about that?
You sure about that? You sure
Kenzo?
about that?
Kenzo, shock, surprise! This is actually an intervention. I'm just kidding.
Yes. I need it.
Park outside, just get into it. They're going to take you somewhere.
They're like, somebody's at the door. Hold on. No.
Right. And again, Brick has a great point here. Where is it at? Yeah, he does, and I do. I don't buy spending newer toys for the most part. I like when I drop big bucks. It's like I spent way too much on my Man from Atlantis dip top set, which is like 16 coloring pages. I spent what most people would consider way too much, but that's so specific to my collection. Yeah. And I recently spent quite a bit of money buying the Annie Mansion and the entire Annie Knickerbocker collection. So it's not that I'm adverse to spending money. It's just for the point of my collection, I have really specific rules around a big ticket item. Yeah. Like if I'm going to spend $200 or $300 on a single figure or more, it'll be like a Minton box Berry Princess from Strawberry Shortcake vintage Kenner, which I will be buying sometime end of this year, beginning of next, depending on when my Berry Princess fund hits the amount to afford one. So it's not even that I'm against the concept of spending a lot of money on toys. I just, for me to drop a lot of money on a toy, it has to be the right kind of nostalgia. And for me, vintage is the only thing that hits that nostalgia factor enough for me to be willing to spend that much. That said, I bought Eternia, but at the same time, Eternia is this massive playset that is like, it's vintage, but better. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
To your point there, it's everybody has, first of all, we're all collectors. We all spend ridiculous amounts of money on this stuff based on the fact that we're adults and we're buying this stuff. That is a fair argument somebody can make outside looking in, but you do have to draw your lines, as far as like what you're going to buy, what you're going to kind of curate in your space. I mean, there's some people who have the money, the time, and the space to buy it all. They can get a bunch of stuff from Mask and Joe's and Brave Star and Gem and have shelf after shelf after shelf because they have the space for it. Whereas some people, it's like, well, I'm going to focus on these couple things. Like in my case, MOTU for the most part, Superpowers. Those are probably the two biggest cornerstones of my collection. There's other stuff in there, but to kind of round it out, I'll get like the smaller stuff. Like I'm not going to lean in on Brave Star and collect all that, but I'll get a Brave Star lunchbox. I'm not going to buy a bunch of GoBots, but I'll get a GoBot lunchbox. As far as like Eternia is concerned, that taps really hard into nostalgia, and it fits in with a line that is relatively cheap, all things considered, relatively cheap to collect. So it's easier to justify that. Whereas how do you justify a Cat's Lair, for example? It's $1,000.
I really wanted it, and it's once it started arriving on doorsteps, I'm like, thank God. It's so huge. It's so unruly.
Oh shit! Glad I'm sitting down.
Yeah,
Kenny, we're really gonna need to talk after this stream.
Oh wait! Yeah. Kenzo, let me embiggen you.
Like I really wish I had it, but it's too much. It's
beautiful.
Too much.
Yeah, I am. I mean, like I also really wanted the Cat's Lair, but it's just like if it were a little bit cheaper and scaled down, I probably would have been in, because I always knew that at some point Mattel would give us Thundercats and Origins.
Yeah,
I have a problem.
It's a beautiful set.
It's a good problem to have, Kenzo.
Well, it was about the same price as Eternia. It wasn't $1,000. It was like $600.
Yeah, it's $1,000. Well, but Andrew is in Canada.
Yeah, sorry,
so.
it's
Oh,
shot
yeah,
up
yeah.
now.
It's a little more than that. Like, also it's a space thing. I mean, like I'm in a downtown apartment. I mean, I've got Snake Mountain, I've got Castle Grayskull, I've got my own Crystal Castle. Like, like
Do you
I
want
didn't know
my
where
other
to
one I
go.
printed? I get you that one. No.
I have two actually currently, so I have my own problems here. But the other thing too is like also like I mean we're all collectors, we all spend money, but we also have rules. And I find He-Man's kind of rubbing up against the Batman Ninja Turtles of it all, where there's like a dozen lines happening currently, and probably more to come because there's a movie coming. Like there's a lot, and so like I've always when I collected classics, when I saw Origins coming, I was like, ooh, fun. But I have classics, and it's over, and I'm happy it's over because
And
it's like I
classics
have
is
the
still the
Criterion.
epitome of the collections. Classics is still the top.
Yeah,
For
and
me.
it's still like the centerpiece of my collection, and it takes up the most real estate. I mean, everyone else kind of like is around it, but like I have in my mind the criteria. There's a few characters I would love. I would love Masterverse to fill in some blanks. They have not, but by and large, I'm like I just want a He-Man and a Skeletor, and I don't need 47. Not just the variants like this ice armors and all stuff, but like I don't need like every single style they've ever been in. I just want like sort of my mind's eye He-Man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to think about it. Damn it. Why wouldn't I think about it like that? No, joke.
It's too late now.
What am I gonna do?
Mondo.
Bring out the olives. No.
Oh, we can do that. Just a second.
Bring out the olive. Bring out the olive. Bring out the olive.
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Anyway, I can't do that sound clip anymore without like. There's thanks, Gail. Good job.
Werewolf.
Werewolf. That's my favorite. One of my favorite MST 3000s.
Oh, that and
Colorado.
Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god. That's we'll have to do a future episode where we we come and talk about our favorite MST 3K.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fun.
I will say, like,
Good
if
times.
I were just gonna randomly jump into this Mondo toy line, this Clawful is tempting because it's beautiful and really quick.
Derpy on the other
Like
side.
this isn't the best picture, obviously, of the Mattel Clawful, but obviously paint app. There's a huge paint app difference, but also the Mattel Clawful is going to be like $24.99. And if I've learned anything from Bud at my buddy's Customs, like a little paint, you can really make the Mattel sculpt sing. So
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
And that one that Aliencito made that I just showed you guys is like, for me, that is all I need for that one.
Yeah.
That one's my favorite because it's almost like this design. It has almost everything just like that. So
is that was on Classic Body, correct?
no, just Origins. I did it on
Ooh.
you can see there's the
That's
There's the
amazing.
map.
That is an Origin. That's really super cool. Do you have those files, right?
oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
You have to give
You
him
know
the vintage eyebrows, those big black bushy eyebrows from the vintage toy.
Oh yeah.
I know everyone thinks like vintage Clawful looks like a Muppet, but I like vintage. That's why I like.
I love him.
Again, I like.
I'm
the
looking right at
cheesiness
him. I
of
like him.
vintage MOTU. And I think, and I'm gonna say this, and again, this is not to yuck anyone else's yum. This is just my aesthetic choice with He-Man. I kind of like some of the goofiness of those sculpts and the way that some of those toys looked like Whiplash kind of
Just gonna say
like,
Whiplash's big tooth.
yeah, he's got the extra
Yeah.
tooth or whatever. It's a little ridiculous.
Reminds me of Preparation H Raymond.
Yeah,
Did you guys you
Clawful-
saw what they did with the cartoon collection one, right? He's just
Oh,
like
yeah, he's
big
all-
old double chin. Yeah.
all-
Oh my god.
It's shady. It's shady. Well, I mean, that's like, Snoutspout, I used to love him when I was younger, and like 2000X made him like hardcore and edgelord, and then
Yeah.
I don't know, like I miss the old big goofy elephant head. Like it just made no sense.
Hose knows. Where is the
Those
stone?
new.
Hose knows. Where is the stone? You must give it to me.
Stone.
Right. It's enough
Oh,
champagne.
baby.
Enough champagne to fill the Nile.
That
The
would be cool.
Nile.
And here's the thing, CJ. I don't think you need to be all in on these. Like, just pick and choose the ones you like. I think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A la carte.
like, right now, Origins is technically the only toy line I'm all in on for real. Even though I'm so far all in on the new Loyal Subjects Mask, Strawberry Shortcake, Rainbow Bright 5.5 range, and Gems.
Gem.
But
Yeah.
that's
My Mondo
that-
list wasn't that bad. She's got that kind of list too. Whatever.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not officially all in. It's just so
Loyal
far.
Subjects
I've
is
happened to.
significantly cheaper, Kenny.
Yeah, I know. Darn it.
Yeah, well,
Hello, Dave's Dimension.
And for me, the only one I'm all in 100% is going to be Masterverse. I even got the Oblos. I've got all the Masterverse so far. The chocolate Virgil Oblo ones, where they're chocolate and white chocolate and caramel.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. CJ just meant she didn't know if she was in on Clawful. So, yeah, I don't, like I'm technically still all in on the Origins scale. I haven't bought the Transformers ones yet. I like them. I get why people don't like them, but it's just,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say at first when I saw him, I was like, and then I was talking with Colt, and he got some early samples of them, and he sent me pictures. Just the packaging alone, I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool.
I really
like the grid.
Yeah,
I like the Bumblebee Man at Arms. I think it makes sense to me. The Skeletor looks good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the Prime Armor He-Man looks good. The pictures I've seen of that looks pretty rad.
He-Man looks great, where like the Matrix of Leadership is his sword. Like there's so many little details that I'm like, this is actually a great line. Like I look forward to seeing more.
That way more than the Turtles of Grayskull. Turtles of Grayskull, I just could not get into.
It's funny, like I didn't like the Turtles and I didn't like He-Man, but I liked all of the side character. Everyone else looks really like the Samurai Skeletor they did for that line. Super cool.
The Ninja Dragon and the Merman.
Oh my god, that whole
Merman was pretty rad. The Moss Man was pretty decent. And then the April O'Neil and the Tila were both pretty cool.
Yeah, like they did really good with everyone.
You don't like this one?
The Turtles.
It's a cool looking figure, but I look at it and I'm like, I don't see either line. I don't see Turtles. I don't see He-Man. I see, it's a cool looking figure. I just, to me, it's like, that's a whole other, I look at that on its face. I'm like, oh, what toy line is that from? I don't think He-Man or Turtles. I think, what is this rad
Mortal
thing?
Kombat.
What's that?
It's Liu Kang. Mortal Kombat when he turns to a dragon.
And the thing is, like they're applying this MOTUifying of Thundercats, but I mean, like no one's keeping that armor. Like the only real reason people want the Thundercats is so they can take all that crap off and have Thundercats figures. I mean, all this other stuff is literally junk. Like when I get mine, in the trash, all that extra stuff, I'm not reselling. I'm not doing anything. I don't want it. Like, but I mean, that's the thing. They're making
a custom bin. So, I have a custom bin. You got to put it there.
I can send you some stuff. I got a whole box. There you go.
I'll take it.
Send them some fodder.
There you go.
Yeah. The shipping is going to be about $2,000.
That's true. Yeah. Damn it. Damn the shipping.
And to Brick's comment here, Mattel is getting the DC Comics license soonish. So I'm really fingers crossed that they give us, because I know Funko did like the DC Primal Age or whatever.
Was that Funko who did it?
Funko or I don't know.
That was a fun line.
That was cool. That was cool.
It was all vintage style, articulation.
The Batcave though is the only thing of the toy line I feel like fully worked. I felt like some of their takes were pretty bad.
Yeah, you can put that castle anywhere. Also, there's a certain Wadaga gentleman who's working for Mattel now. So we'll see if he's working on anything we're interested in, like DC.
Well, I want a DC line from Mattel that's compatible with Origins that works like the Thundercats do, where it's like Yeah, there's the like clip-on armor to make them finger quote MOTU, but when you take it off, you have the classic version. Like,
Yeah.
I
That was
want
a
a
great
classic
idea to do that.
superpowers
Mhm.
Wonder Woman, like Jose Luis Garcia Lopez style guide 1985 double
Yeah, that's my
W,
dream line.
like with the belt, like that, you
Yeah,
know.
with like the barrel chested women and the big like
Mhm.
juicy hips with like women that does like the barrel chested men. But like yeah, I want that like 80s style guide, and you can apply it to modern figures. But I'm like just do the 80s style guide figures, like just do it
Yeah, do
and
the
do
80s
the
style guide figure with some clip-on MOTU style armor, and like I would
yeah dream line.
I would be further all in on Origins.
Yeah, I would sell half my collection to fill it with this. Like
I'm hoping they do every. I almost dropped an F bomb. I'm
Oh
hoping they
no.
do every scale that they possibly can with their license. I want one that works with the Marvel Legends. I want one that works with Origins. I want a proper Superpowers reboot that has women in it. And Mattel at least will give us more than Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So,
at least a back roll.
you know, like, and, you know, like
Talk about
everyone keeps
shit in
saying,
the
Todd's
bed.
going to surprise us. And, like, at this point, Todd could drop Black Canary, Zatanna, Starfire, and Wonder Girl, like, in 80s style guide mode, and I would buy them and love them. But I will never forgive him for, like, throwing it out at
Well
the
said.
end, like a grudge or whatever.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
a twat
that's the thing,
waffle,
like-
and I hope he gets what's coming to him.
Oh yeah, he's a garbage person. But the thing is, like the multiverse line, it was ass for like years. But this last
Mhm.
year, I mean, even this week they showed like the Hal Jordan with bathed in green light with all the rings on his hands, and I'm like, what a great figure! What a fun thing to do! Why did you wait 5 years to do this? Like, why isn't this like 11th hour spark of genius where you're like, oh, here's fun stuff. Here's the
Yeah, let
DC
me
You
do-
actually want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me do all the things the DC fans have been wanting, as opposed to the things
for
my
5
fans.
years. Like, for God's sake! Like,
Because
you
the
could've done
whole
same
time,
one.
Quad just thought it was cool. I'm gonna make this because it's cool. Okay,
Cool,
This is
blah, blah, blah.
cool.
I will. This is the credit I will give Todd McFarlane. I feel like, although it hasn't vibed with at least 3 of the 4 of us, and I say that because we haven't had you on a Cavalcade yet, Kenny. So we're hardcore old school Todd haters at this point. Every Cavalcade we trash him, as we should.
Yeah,
Um,
some shit talk comes out.
But what I will say is he's done a really good job of making a DC toy line that his fans could buy into. Like people who like Todd
Yes.
McFarlane, what he does, like his DC line is catered to them. And I feel like that's fine and dandy. Do those figures because you do want to sell them to your hardcore. But DC is such a big property with such a huge audience. I feel like he has limited the sales he could have had in the time he's had the license by not
Yeah.
broadening what he's doing to appeal to more of the broad DC fan base that buys action figures. That's
Well,
my statement.
when he would broaden out, it was weird
Exactly.
choices. Like he did a cool translucent fire figure.
Mhm.
But I don't think he ever did an ice. I don't know of many other Justice League International figures that he did, or at least in the style of that particular Geffen run. Like he just Todd McFarlane and the DC license was spaghetti at the wall, coupled with a shit ton of Batman.
Let's jokerize it. Let's jokerize it.
Yeah,
That'll
let's
be cool.
jokerize
Oh,
it. Let's
yeah.
do this. And it's like, dude, like you have a license right now to print money, and you're just going to keep throwing weird Batman variants at us. You're going to pepper in oddball characters and looks for some of these characters that nobody asked for. Like there was a Shazam that came out that like his logo was different. I still don't know what that was. It looked like he had a starburst on his chest instead of a lightning bolt. I still don't know what the hell that was. A cool looking, but still kind of weird Power Girl. Again,
We did like the female Shining Knight, which like as a DC hardcore fan, I'm like, who the hell's that? Like, and again, no Black Canary. Like,
no,
what are you doing?
let's not do that. Let's not do that at all.
No, heaven forbid.
And even with the Superman movie, like how did he really have a hot girl figure? I don't remember seeing her. I know he made the engineer, but I didn't see hot girl.
No, he didn't. He didn't make anybody.
I have
do the
the
engineer? I can't remember.
Spin Masters.
No, Spin Master did. Spin Master went hard on everybody.
And not only that, I got the Spin Master Hot Girl for $7.99.
I don't.
$7.99, you guys. Like, people are like, they're not as articulated, they're not as cool. It's like $7.99, bitch. I will forgive lack of articulation, lack of paint apps. $7, less than $10.
Yeah.
Well, all the ones I've got such a collection of McFarlane stuff that I got at Ross during the Christmas season last year. Holy shit, $4.99. I got so many McFarlane figures. All those Mortal Kombat ones. Like, there's a bunch of Beetle ones, but there was actually did a Build-A-Figure from Ross. Like, I got the whole line, and it was $4.99 for each one. Like,
that's insane.
I just that really kind of pushed the problem as well, because then I started getting shit. Oh, it's on sale.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I like Mondo. Oh, I like this on sale. So yeah, I'm glad I kind of not really.
No. Finish that sentence. Finish that sentence.
You say it loud.
Okay, so first off, let me preface it. I do have a child, but I am single. I've got decent space, but my problem is that I pulled some money out and I got a little bit of a settlement for my back issues and stuff, and I was not very responsible with that. So one summer I got a lot of stuff, and then now I'm just going on what I make for my job, so I'm not going as crazy. I'm just getting kind of the current. So I'm holding back now just because I have to.
Okay.
I'm not getting into debt with it. I just had the extra at the time. So
you had a little bit of
for sure.
You had a little bit of money.
Also, Brick has a question, Kenzo.
Captain Adam.
He's silver and has the cloud on his chest that's red.
No, not yet. But if I do see it, I will pick it up.
Excellent.
I mean, I see where you're coming from too, because there's a certain relative who I'm not a fan of, but apparently there's money coming. I mean, like when I get that, I'm like, new mattress and counter Death Star playset. This is just objectively going to happen. Like, pay off some bills, but also these two things are earmarked for it.
Yeah. Well, that's what Eternia was, an Eternia, and then I was like, ooh, but then this is what I did, and this at least I worked a little bit and kind of used the brain a little. I did do the Mondo Battle Cat, but when I found out about eBay, I flipped it for double the price before I even got it, and so someone paid me $1,000 for that. So then I got Cat Slayer, and it was
toy math, baby. I get it.
So I paid $500 for Cat Slayer total, because then I got a little extra. So
it's toy math.
Derek, you don't have to justify, Kenzo. Derek used to sell used cars.
Yeah.
Well, and I sell mattresses, Andrew. I just if you need a mattress.
And Kenny is one day going to be the mattress king of San Bernardino.
There you go. I wear pajamas to work. I wear silky blue pajamas to work. I'm not even kidding. That's my uniform. It's ridiculous. It's so cheesy.
That was a mattress king for different reasons.
Yeah, but that sounds great.
It's bad. It's really bad.
I would love to wear pajamas to work. Not gonna lie.
You know what? I'm not going to complain. I don't have to wear a suit and tie, at least, and I can wear my Jordans or whatever I want to wear for shoes, and just a silky blue pajama setup.
God, I'm thinking back now to when I was high on the hog in car sales. It's probably good I was going through a period of not buying toys.
Yeah.
Was that when you wrote your book?
You'd be doing what I'm doing right now. Right? Look at this. Look at this.
What'd you say?
I said, is that when you wrote your book?
No, I actually wrote that book in college. And then no.
When Allison starts the book club channel, she's gonna review Derek's book.
Oh, for God's sakes. I actually had somebody
on Amazon right
yesterday.
Get in there and revise it, sir, so that when we get you those 3 extra cells, you have a new forward in it.
Oh, I don't know. It might be fun if you do a book club on it with a forward from my fucking ex-wife.
Right.
Not that I haven't been sharing everything the whole night, but actually Wraith Mace mentioned this, and I picked this up from Big Bad Toy Store. I think it was $30.
Ooh.
It's
Who's that?
I think it's a Shockwave base is what it's called, and it's like $28 or $30.
I'm always
And
looking for dioramas on Etsy, and this is way better.
it's
That's
so
dope.
cool. I just got it the other day. I was like, dude, I have like Wraith was like, hey, you can get this for your MOTU, and I was like, ooh, yeah, $30. I'll get it. So it's not bad.
You can actually like paint that like purple and like black and make it like Snake Mountain-y.
You are on something there for sure. Absolutely.
Spiky.
Ooh, that would look rad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
EBTS has them right now, so go get it.
Huh.
Or don't. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
where
so
we
Buy that
where
new
we at?
mattress.
Where we at with this 2000X business?
so Kenny has bought a He-Man from Mondo.
Yeah. I did the payment plan on that one.
You did a payment
Or
plan.
installments.
Are you in for Man-at-Arms or Skelly?
Skelly for sure. Maybe not Man at Arms, but Skelly for sure. He's my guy. That's my favorite character in the whole thing. So
All right. And so Kenny
gonna
is
have
at
to.
least into. I will consider a She-Ra, possibly a Tila or Evelyn or Sorceress. Possibly. But I'm all in for the
These-
Mattel cartoon collection. That's my jam. That's my price range. Andrew?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'll have the FOMO. I'm not doing Mondo. That's for damn sure. Because Ghostbusters
Okay.
is gonna ruin me. But for Origins, I don't know. Like I'm enjoying recollecting the vintage figures. But again, if they're gonna start making characters that I never got back then, it's like I'm gonna hit this wall of like, what do I do? And also, where's this going? There's always that conversation too. I'm like, much like with clothes or kitchen junk, like whenever I bring something into the house, something has to go. So
Yeah.
were I to get this alongside the loyal subjects, like just completely cleaning out my wallet, I don't know. It's just sort of like I keep watching these from afar and being like, is this going to be a Cat Slayer situation where I'm like, I want it, but I'll be happy I didn't have it when it actually arrives. Like I'll be like, thank God. It's probably for the best.
it's so nice though. It's so nice.
Yeah, I'm aware. Okay, I know.
Did you see I even printed that extra large key? Because I wasn't part of the early bird because I didn't get the money from Battle Cat
You
until
cheated.
later. So I 3D printed it and I made it bigger than the one that you came with.
So what you wag
I
your
had
dick around.
Somebody made the file. Somebody made the file and I 3D printed it and just painted it.
It's very nice.
Looks good.
And I printed a smaller one too, just because, why not?
Because why not?
I like to print shit too. And that's the other thing about space. Like you talk about space being a premium. So then I've got all this stuff that I'm purchasing, but then the stuff I'm making, and I'm like, okay, great. So now when you look up here, I've got my Crystal Castle vintage, and then I've got a 3D printed like 1.5 scale slime pit that's bigger and fits Masterverse.
Oh,
Then I've got the Mantisaur cartoon collection version. And then I
Okay.
got the, then Fright Zone comes over there. So, I mean, this whole Princess of Power line up top. So, and then I got Beavis doing Cornholio right here.
but your fingers are like literally to the wall, like they're to the ceiling. I'm like,
He's kind of
oh my
hiding
God.
out there.
Yeah, I just threw him in there. He needs TP for his bunghole. So,
That tracks. All right, so we checked Dark.
Dirker, I'm out on Mondo. They are beautiful looking figures. Everything, like I said, everything they make looks great. But I kind of like what you said, Allison. If I'm dropping that kind of money, it's either something very special, like an Eternia, or I'm filling holes in my vintage Superpowers collection. I can't pull the trigger on stuff like that. As far as the Mattel line goes, I don't know. I'm kind of right there with Andrew. I want to rebuild the 2000X line, the original one, because I had those. I had a healthy collection of it. I missed them. They looked great, but these look cool too.
these will stand a little
So
easier
it's-
than some of them.
I think it's going to come down. Yeah. I think it's going to come down to like seeing them like on peg hooks, and like well, what do these look like up close? How will this fit in with the collection? And if it's one of those things where it's like it's not quite capturing what the original 2000X line was for me, and doesn't quite completely blend in with the Origins line, then I'm probably going to avoid it and just rebuild my 2000X line. So
Yeah. I will say
remains
too,
to
if
be
you could
seen.
bring back
We'll
the
say one figure
bring back the-
will definitely buy as Moss Man.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you could bring back the
Danger Freeze.
Triclops picture, like in package though, it's
Oh, yeah.
this is the one that kind of gave me pause because like the skin looks really soft. Like it doesn't look sharp. And it could be a blurred picture, it could be blown out lighting. I don't know, but I saw that and I was like, ugh, like is that what it's gonna look like on the shelves? And that also, helps my delusion of being like, I don't need these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it does look a little pale. The Stratos looks on point.
Email looks good.
Also, Mattel's photography is always notoriously terrible. You would think with as much money as they have, they would get better toy photography. But there have been many times where they have done pictures, it looks like crap. Then you get the toy and you're like, okay, this is cool. So
like they did good with the She-Ra, and they did good with the Transformer ones with the background and the posing and stuff. But again, when you look at Mondo's pictures, you're like, holy good Lord, these are great.
Yeah.
Those are
well, for that price, they better be.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. When you're charging $100 for a toy,
no shit.
a figure, it needs to look on point. And if it doesn't, like, what are you even doing, bro?
Yeah. The one where he's flying in the air going at Clawful, that stuff is great.
Yeah, I didn't get any of those because I wasn't sure. Allegedly, they've copyright stricken a few people. So
really,
let me just stick to the ones that look like solicitations.
Yeah.
So
So what about She-Ra? Everybody got She-Ra? Do we all get our She-Ras and Swiftwinds?
Yep, mine are over there waiting to be opened.
Oh yeah,
I got two. One to keep in the box and display.
It looks so good in box. Yeah, it does.
And then one to open.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing, the presentation, everything with it. Like I opened one of mine up, and like the box art's great. The changes to the figure of She-Ra are awesome. Swiftland looks great. There's this nice little like embossed She-Ra like card talking about who the creative team was on it, which I love little touches like that. That's like one thing they did with Eternia. The box, yeah, exactly. The boxes listed the creative team behind Eternia. So yeah, like having that little extra in there is just wonderful.
Yeah, I love it. That was good.
It's gonna. I gotta rearrange my He-Man stuff to make room for it, but yeah, it's gonna look great.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it right in front of Crystal Castle, and she's good. Yeah.
All right.
No, I printed that for a reason. I just put the She-Ra and Swift in front of it, and that's it.
There's the long
big gold one. Yeah.
So we are at almost to the hard stop point. So final thoughts, anyone, before we wrap it up?
I'd just like to thank everybody.
It's a good time to be a MOTU fan. That's for damn sure.
Well, you're
thanks for coming, buddy.
The people to have Kenzo. So, Kenzo, where can the people find you?
Well, you can find me on Kenzo's Creations here on YouTube. My views have got cut down to like a third, but I know obviously everybody knows the reasons for those and stuff. But yeah, head on over, check it out. I do a lot of unboxing stuff. I do a lot of 3D print stuff to show off and painting and all that good stuff. And I'm all over the place, just like I was tonight. So come join me in the chaos on Tuesday nights at 7 Mountain Time, which is 6 on the West Coast, 9 on the East Coast. That's it.
Everybody's so creative.
8 o'clock Central.
Yes, 8 o'clock Central.
All right.
If you're in Australia, I don't know what time it is over there.
It's tomorrow.
It's like
in Australia.
tomorrow. Yeah.
On a clear day, you can see tomorrow. All right, Derek.
Yesterday's podcast, every Monday on your podcast app of choice. We just closed out September with Jason the Wheeled Warriors. We'll be kicking off October, celebrating Dustin's birthday with something he has not shut up about. Teen Wolf. We'll be covering Teen Wolf. So join us every Monday for nostalgic romps down memory lane through the 80s and 90s, sometimes 70s, and we might even start introducing the 2000s. So.
You're a virgin who can't drive.
Rude. Rude.
I know. And then Andrew. Wait.
Oh, me.
There we go. Andrew, where can people find you?
I do want to interject here. I did watch Kenzo's video on She-Ra, the Swift Wind, and he has a little She-Ra MOTU 3D print on the desk there. So watch out for that. It looks incredible. Where can people find me? What do I say? Okay, so I'm going. You can find me in Turkey, not getting a hair transplant, but new breast augmentation.
Let's feel more confident.
More confident, more like me with my breast augmentation. You can find me at 80s Toys, Instagram, YouTube. This week's MIA 80s Ladies is going to be the Jean Grey and Husk figures we didn't get from Toy Biz's X-Men line.
Tuss, the fresh maker.
There we go. It's a good question. We win all the time. Yeah.
Probably the worst, because then you can fix it,
Thank you. You as well. And then, wait. Sorry, Andrew. I was just going to leave you there.
He's stunning.
Well, I mean, we have to have the whole,
But we had to get him on film on the pre-augmentation video, and then we'll do the post one later.
That way everyone
feeling more like myself.
I'm going to have back problems. It's going to be so outrageously huge.
Nice.
Breast augmentation?
Breast augmentation.
All right. Let's see. So tomorrow here on my channel, you can do Masters of the Universe Color and Chill. It's Man at Arms Arrives. And it's Alfred Alcala art from the Wave 1 mini comic, but it has it's the art before they altered it. So it has an unreleased vehicle, Saturday G.I. Joe Real American Hero 1990 toy booklet turned into a video. Starting on Sunday, I'll be doing some Halloween mask shorts. And then on Monday, there's a vintage 1980 Halloween mask maker coloring book. I do a flip through, and then I actually color everything from that book in the video. But it's only a minute for each page because nobody has time for that. And then Sunday, I'll be here live streaming coloring by myself purposefully for DC Comics supervillains. So there we go. And let's see. I feel like I had one other thing.
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
And on that note, thank you everyone for tuning in to us tonight and putting up with our ridiculousness. Our whole purpose of being here is just being ridiculous. So
it's the best.
No plan other than we're going to talk smack and be here. So
yeah,
thank you for the indulgement. And on that note, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if you haven't. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, it's brand new. There are membership options. Check them out. Come be an olive.
Do it.
I'll get used to that at some point. Because you should always, do one thing.
Bring out the olive.
Anyway, on that note, thanks for watching. We'll see you again in the next one. Bye.
I haven't made up my mind yet. Incidentally, which one of you bitches is my mother?